what is going on with Brian Burns' IG account? I see he posts things about the Rams and the Niners, and it's like, dude, you're on the Carolina Panthers. Explain this.
I mean, is he toying with people, or is he, maybe his agent is telling him, hey, the Rams are showing interest. Hey, the 49ers are showing interest. I don't know. The one thing I'll say
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
Doesn't it kind of feel like he's trying to get the fans of those teams to sort of put pressure on their team to make a play for him? Hey, Niner fans, I kind of might want to play for you. Hey, John Lynch, what's up with Brian Burns?
Yeah.
It's like trying to create like a groundswell.
A buzz. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, his play is good. I mean, he's awesome. I just don't know that they need him. I mean, unless the Achilles pain that Ebukam's having is legit. I mean, Bosa's coming back. I think Drake is playing terrific. And then, Amenahu's never looked better. I don't think I've ever seen Amenahu look faster. So and Ebukam looks terrific when he's healthy. So to me, it's
the
about
defense
Ebukam's
is so decimated. I mean, of course they could use Brian Burns. He's a great player. I would rather get Brian Burns than Christian McCaffrey. I'd rather get an edge rusher than a running back. I'm just saying. Like, maybe the Niners would benefit more. It's an interesting question. Who would you rather have if you could only have – I don't think the Niners have enough draft capital to get.
On this team, I would take McCaffrey because on this team, they can't score points. They're struggling to score points. But
that's my question is it because of talent or because of Kyle? Like, if you gave him McCaffrey, would he blow that too? I'm down on Kyle this week.
I know.
I'm down on Kyle this week.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
I am too. I mean, how could you not be down on Kyle right now? I mean, to me, I got a particular 2-play sequence that just is gnawing at me that I just can't get out of my mind on that. Well, there's 2 plays. It was the 2nd and 10 running play from the 46-yard line on their 9th drive of the game, which was the one they took over in the 1. The drive took over. They had 10 minutes and 40 seconds. At this point, there was like roughly 5 minutes left in the game. And it's a 2nd and 10 play, and he's running Tevin Coleman. And he was tackled for a loss. But why are you running at all there? Yeah. The fact that they didn't hurry up was bothering me. And then the lack of urgency. But then when they ran the ball there, I was like, that's inexcusable. Then later in the drive where they had a 3rd and 1, and instead of going quarterback sneak, I thought, okay, it's either quarterback sneak or it's a pass. That call to
Tevin Coleman was so bad.
But I mean, I thought it either was going to be a pass because they wanted to stop the clock, or the quarterback sneak was the obvious one.
I asked Kyle about that after the game. I asked Kyle about that one play after the game. He's like, I was like, why didn't you do a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1? And he was like, well, the quarterback had the option to do it. He always blames Jimmy. He could have. He had the option. All right, man. Well, why don't you just tell him to do it instead of giving him the option? Yeah, but what I want to say about Brian Burns real quick. But coming back to Brian Burns, I'm open-minded because, again, we don't really know what's going on with Bosa. I think we need to keep our eye on Bosa. He's got a groin injury, and Kyle keeps saying, I hope he's coming back. But the Bosas are very careful with injuries. Remember, John, the dad, his career was ruined because of the Dolphins mismanaged his knee injury. I'm not sure that Bosa's going to be rushing back. I don't know what the state of his groin is, but I wouldn't be surprised if this lingers, and he stays out for a while. I wouldn't be surprised. They got to be careful with him, and he's very careful with himself. So Brian Burns, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed. He's freaking good.
I mean, Brian Burns is a total difference maker. Bosa's the key to their whole defense. I think we saw that. I mean, his ability to dial up pressure on those 3rd down plays makes all the DBs look better. So
you could argue that wasn't Burns in the same class as Bosa?
I think so. I think obviously Bosa went 2. I think Burns went 11 or something like that.
In retrospect, they could have went 1 and 2.
Yeah. Burns is long and angular. He's got moves. He can beat you with quickness. He can beat you with speed and counter. Yep. He's awesome. I love Derek Brown too. I mean, get him to take Kinlaw in return and try to steal Derek Brown. I mean, I'd throw in picks and make it a big deal if I could, because I love I think Terrace Marshall. Who's the 2 best receivers in football right now? It's Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
and they're both LSU kids. Now, Terrace Marshall was awesome at LSU too, but he's played under Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, bad quarterbacks. I think Terrace Marshall, if you could get him in the deal, could be a steal for whatever team he goes to next. Because I just think he just hasn't played with any good quarterbacks yet.